I just created an agent on Telegram for my client that automatically summarizes any article on the internet and creates a tailored LinkedIn post relating it to AI. Let me show you how to make it. So let me run through a quick demo of how this works to show you how powerful this bot really can be for people who want to maintain a strong LinkedIn presence or any kind of social media presence. So I'm going to pull up Telegram here, and I have the bot working before, but let's give it this article right here. Trump announcing his $500 billion private sector AI infrastructure investment. Huge for people in AI. I made a previous video about it. But if I copy this article link right here and then go on Telegram, and here's my bot, paste that link. Let's give it a few seconds here. And there we go. Big moves in AI, and it has a nice summary and key takeaways from the article. Has a link to the article right here, which you can open up. As you can see, it opens up the article. It's always important to source any article you read. You don't want to get in trouble with that. And then you have a call to action at the end and some relevant hashtags. So for anyone who wants to maintain a strong, consistent LinkedIn presence, this bot is a complete game changer and saves you a lot of time in the long run. So and then I also have an opportunity here to approve this bot, to approve this post, just in case you want to make some changes to it. If I click approve now, you'll see that if I go on LinkedIn and boom, there it is, just posted. So it works really well, and let me show you how to actually build this step by step. So at a high level, here's what the end-to-end workflow looks like, right? We have the Telegram trigger that gives the initial trigger for the process to start. And then whatever message is inputted by the user, the link is extracted using a link extractor node. The variable is set, an HTTP request is made to scrape the article, and then the content from the article is extracted, plugged into an agent that automatically creates this tailored LinkedIn post. And these values are set and updated on a Google Sheet, and then it's sent to Telegram, where it waits for an approval, and once it's approved, post on LinkedIn. Honestly, pretty simple, but let's walk into exactly how to configure this step by step. So for the Telegram trigger, very easy to set up. A lot of YouTube videos on how to set up Telegram. It's probably one of the easiest triggers to set up. There's documentation on it too, so I'm not gonna go too in depth on it, but you set up your Telegram account, connect it, and then that's all you need. Then you have the link extractor. This exists for the sole purpose of allowing expansion down the line. If you want this Telegram agent to deal with Instagram or X posts, and you want it to receive these messages in different kinds of ways, then there needs to be some text before the link that gives the bot more information on what to do with this link. For example, you could say, here's the link, can you tailor this response or this post towards this specific audience? Well, down the line, if you want to add that, you need to be able to extract the link for this flow right here. So that's why this exists. You don't really need it if you're just pasting the link, but it's like an insurance for expansion in the future. After that, you set the URL. I set as a string and just the output link right here. So let me actually go through each step. So if I go here, click test step, and then paste the article again. That node is done. Let's go to our next node. Again, it pulls out the link right here. The next node will set the link as a URL like this. And this is, again, good programming practice within N8N if you want to use this variable down the line, which we will be using. And then you set it to an HTTP request. This is basically just a web scraper on a very simple level. You set the URL in and it just pulls out all the HTTP code. HTTP on a, that's a mouthful, but that on a very high level is basically the code that makes a website. When you have a website like this, it looks pretty right now, has its links and text all over the place, but this is all comprised of HTML code. So this code right here, which is very complex and very messy and doesn't really tell you a whole lot of anything. So we need to fix this and make this more concise, which is what Markdown does. So Markdown is specifically converts this node right here. You can search for it just by searching out Markdown. And if we run this, we'll see that it doesn't make it too much cleaner, but it definitely makes it a lot easier for an LLM to understand. We have our content right here, right? So Markdown is always great when you're dealing with HTML. It's always good to convert it to Markdown before you input it into any kind of text extractor or LLM agent. So from this, I put it into another extractor node that extracts just the content. You have the data that's being pulled here. I named it content string, content from the article. You're an expert extraction algorithm. Extract only the relevant text from the article. So any and all text, we can extract that. This one usually takes a minute to run, just because it has to go through a lot of data. And I think it's also the node that uses the most tokens as well, which makes sense. And there it is. We have just the content from this article that we need. So now let's plug this content into an AI agent. Now this is the one where you can take it off on your own and configure this however you like, for however you like your LinkedIn post to be. You can make it sound just like you. So if I go into this node, I have it set up where I have the content and I've linked the content, and then I have the link to the article, which I've also pulled from the link extractor, or I can even pull it from the set URL too. Wouldn't make a difference. And I'll show you how to do that real quick actually. So if I just want to pull that from a different node, just go right here. And it's better to have the URL from the set URL. So this is a good fix right here. And then, so this is the text that the bot is receiving, and we obviously have to add a system message. And my message looks like this. I'm gonna leave this in the description if you guys want to use it. Basically it's, or you can just copy it from this video right here, but just a prompt for how to lay out the LinkedIn post. I like with a strong title, a strong hook, highlight the relevance and its relevance to AI, and end with a call to action or a question, for appropriate hashtags, and of course a link to the article. And I gave an example output with some example articles, information that I created earlier. So this is kind of everything it needs to make a tailored LinkedIn post, and you can tailor this towards X, Instagram, Threads, whatever you'd like. And this is where it really depends on what you would like. So then after that, you can run this step. This shouldn't take too long. And boom, there you go. Nice tailored LinkedIn post. And then we set the values again. So we have our LinkedIn post set as the output. We have the date. I'd like to put the date on. It's always good to know. And then this also, this date, you can add it to the post if you'd like, or not, but it's always nice to have the date. And then you have the URL of the post as well. And these values I plug in to a Google Sheet. I'm gonna pull up right here. Let's see. So these are the previous articles, and then there's a bunch of data down here, but I see it's creating it from here. Okay, cool. But yeah, so we have the URL, and then run into Google Sheet. You can see that this will now be populated with the date, the URL, and the post that it made. It's good to keep track of it. If you're doing this over and over again over time, the date will slowly increase and you can see what you posted at what time. So it's a good way for you or your client, whoever you're making for, to track their posts. And then we send it a Telegram. This again is set up, and with the same Telegram account, I just set it where you have the date and then you have the post. You can always include more stuff in there if you'd like. The chat ID, that is also a separate thing where there's a lot of videos on how to get your chat ID. Again, just look that up or look it up in documentation. I can also make a video about that in the future. If so, I will link it down in the description. So after you have that set up, now it's waiting for a response to come back, because this is a Telegram send and wait node, not just a Telegram send node. So we have our Telegram message right here, the article, and it's waiting for the approval. I click approve and it'll give you confirmation. And then this LinkedIn node connects to your LinkedIn account, very easy, just log in, create, and I just have the text immediately put in from the set values LinkedIn post. So, and that should run if I click this, but I don't want to repost it again. But that's basically how this works. It's super simple, and it gives you a lot of opportunities to also expand down the line and make it much more complicated in the future. If I do end up making a more complicated version of this, I'll definitely include a part 2 and show you guys how to make this even crazier than it already is. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And as always, if you need any help with your AI implementations within your business, visit my website at optrexai.com. I'll leave a link in the description for a free 30-minute consultation for how we can implement AI into your business most effectively. Thank you for watching.